Right, in this question 10, we are told that the firm sells its products at 18 naira per unit, 18 naira each. That means that the price of the firm's product is 18 naira. So this is right over here. Then we see that the total fixed cost is 240. So our total fixed cost is equal to 240 naira. Is 240 naira. Right? Then you read further, you are going to see that our marginal cost is 14 naira over here. So that is 14 naira. So that is the given. Those are the given numbers. But at the end, we are instructed to find the break even. So meaning that what is the break even output, right? So how much does the firm need to produce to break even? And we have to know that at break even output, right? Profit is equal to 0. So what does that mean? That means that our total revenue minus total cost, which is a calculation of profit, is equal to 0. So the next thing to track is what is total revenue. So total revenue is price times quantity, which is equal to, what is our price? Our price is 18. Then Q, so we have 18Q. So that is our price. That's our total revenue, price times quantity. That is 18 times quantity, which is 18Q. Then the next thing to look for is to look for the total cost, the second part of the profit, which is equal to total variable cost plus total fixed cost. So of course we have been given the total fixed cost. So what we'll be looking for is the total variable cost. So, but how are we going to get the total variable cost? So the only information that is giving us about cost is the marginal cost over here. And be reminded that marginal cost is the differentiation of total cost. So remember that marginal cost is a differentiation or derivative of total cost, right, with respect to Q. So what does that mean? That means our total cost will be integral or integration of marginal cost. So still with respect to Q. So we don't need this. This is what we need. So I just use that differentiation to explain the integration. So TC is equal to the integral of MC. So meaning that to find our total cost, that's going to be the integral of what is our marginal cost over here. That is 14. Is it right over here? So that is 14 dq. So, and that is going to be equal to 14q. It doesn't have q before, so you put q, then raised to power 0 plus 1 all over 0 plus 1 plus c plus what? Plus c. And what is our c? Our c stands for the total fixed cost, which is a constant component of total cost, because total cost has two components. First, the variable component and the fixed component. So the part that is differentiated right over here is the variable component, while the constant c is a fixed component, which is 240, as it has been already given in the question right up here. The 240 over here is 240 over here. So the next thing to do is to to now say that our total revenue, which is 18Q right over here, which is 18Q right over here, minus total cost, which is what we got here. So this is of course going to be equal to 14Q. So that's going to be 14Q plus 240. So if you simplify this, if you simplify this expression, so it's going to be 14Q plus 240. So right over here you have our total revenue minus our total cost, which is equal to 0 at break even. So this is going to be minus 14Q plus 240, which is equal to 0. So this is your total revenue and this is your total cost as we got from integration right over here. So the next thing to do is to simplify further and say 18Q minus 14Q, we are opening the bracket, minus 240 is equal to 0. So we have 18Q minus 14Q is equal to 240, collecting the like terms. So 18Q minus 14Q, that's going to be 4Q, which is equal to 240. So divided by 4, we have Q is equal to 4 year 1, 4 year 6, 4 year 0. So we have Q is equal to 60 units. So the break-even output, the unit of output that the firm needs to produce to break even is 60. And from the question, the answer is going to be option C. So that is it.